Hi there, Sue Sagaris here again, and my conversation of the week this week is a whole collection of conversations I've been having actually, and the topic is about boundaries. It's a really interesting time we're living in, isn't it? Because our boundaries around personal space, the air we breathe, whether we can touch people or not, how close can you let people come to you? In the times of COVID, all of this has changed very much. And it's interesting to see how that is showing up in the way that we do business. So let's just step back for a minute and consider what is a boundary. A boundary is a threshold that delineates inside versus outside, or a point at which one may not cross, either to enter into something or to allow in someone who wants to come too close. It also can be a limit that might be reached in terms of if we set budgets, we have a limit on how much we want to spend, and that's another kind of boundary. And most often these boundaries are held in place by certain agreements that we make. And so think about boundaries in the space of your physical space, your personal space, your body, your time and your money. So all of these things exist in business, don't they? And in the way that we bring ourselves to business. Boundaries can let us down if they are too rigid, if they are too spongy. They don't bounce back into where they're meant to be. They just leave an imprint, like a really bad memory pillow or something like that. Or if they're too permeable and they just leak out. So thinking about the boundaries that you have around your pricing, your time, your personal availability, the kinds of things that people can ask you about. How's it going? I'd be really curious to know. How about we have a little chat about our boundaries? Who's holding their boundaries? Who's finding themselves being more rigid? Who's finding themselves being more flexible? And what kind of impact is that having? Is it bringing us closer? Is it making us want to stay further away? Are we still getting the value equation that we're looking for? Are we still getting an adequate value exchange as we pivot, as we remodel, and as we deal with the changes in our physical and social boundaries during the COVID time? Food for thought, isn't it? Why don't you pop your comments in the chat below and we'll have a bit of a discussion about it. See you next time.